Second, we about to get to the bottom of this, ladies and gentlemen. This don't make no sense whatsoever. Welcome to the Dark Waters channel, where we explore mysteries, figure out the truth, dive into politics, and anything else you want to know about. That's what we doing over here, baby. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, as Trump's sentencing happened earlier this morning, and I just so happened to be extremely busy at that time of day, and I did not get a chance to cover it, but it's actually worked out pretty well because it's played out in the news. I don't know if you're really paying attention to the news, but there's a lot going on. California got fires and earthquakes today, and I'm still not sure how the hell you have a fire that's been raging for 3 days and is only 8% under control, and the citizens of California are not enraged. I don't understand it. But this video is about Trump receiving his sentencing of the hush money trial. And guys, let's just keep it real. If they had something on Don, other than a political persecution, Don would be in prison. I said this yesterday, that the whole purpose of this, on my Stephen A. Smith video, I said the whole purpose of this was to lynch Donald Trump in the media. But when you look at it, when you really take an opportunity to look at it, a moment to look at what's going on with this, it all went down on a Friday morning. And it's going to be eaten up by the weekend news cycle. I mean, think about who's on the news on the weekend. Nobody of any substance is talking on the weekend. So I said before, and I'll say it again, it's a Pyrrhic victory. They didn't achieve anything other than proving the fact that it was all a lie in the first place. You didn't have anything to charge him on. That's the insanity of this. And that's,
let me put this question.
But it gives the left a victory. So, for example, somebody could say, yeah, they put Donald Trump got convicted today. But that delusional individual won't take the opportunity to go see what he was convicted of. They won't look and see that there's no punishment for it. There's nothing. They'll just say he's convicted. They want to give themselves a victory. And I can understand if you've been getting your butt whooped like the Democrats and the leftists have been getting their butt whooped for this long period of time, you need some kind of victory. But even this victory ain't no victory. All it is exposing you for who you are. Liars.
Let me put this question to you, Professor Turley, because there seems to be a consensus among the three of you that there is plenty of potentially reversible error that was committed during the Trump trial. Yet in the New York...
Man, he going to appeal this and it's going to go away. That's what it's got to play out. He going to appeal this and it's going to go bye-bye. And that's all that's going to happen.
New York court system, Trump has pretty much gotten locked out of all of his petitions to either have the case thrown out or delayed or sentencing delayed or whatever. What makes you believe that he could prevail on appeal given his track record with the New York court system, which a lot of people believe is politically allied against him?
Well, very few people have high expectations at this point for the New York legal system, and it hurts me to say that because I've had a great respect for that system for many years, as has many others. But there's also a problem in these interlocutory appeals. They kept on taking these three-point shots mid-trial, shortly after the verdict. Those are always disfavored. And so the chances of prevailing are not high. You have a better chance once the case itself has been appealed, but also eventually this will go to the Supreme Court. And the key is escaping the vortex that is the New York court system.
So we should point out that court is over. The sentence has been imposed, an unconditional discharge.
Right, unconditional discharge, no prison time, no probation, no conditions. It's just to hang the word felon around a man's neck. And this is what I don't get about it, but I don't expect the left to understand this. Nobody give a damn. I don't give a damn. You most likely don't give a damn. We got cities on fire. We got earthquakes hitting. We got drones flying around. We got terrorists inside of our nation. Nobody cares about Judge Merchan and his stupid trial. Now, I'm going to tell you the one thing that came out of this. And it's the one thing about going through a persecution. And I don't know why people ain't figured out that God really liked Donald Trump, but I guess they're going to figure out the hard way. One thing about going through a persecution is all the people around you get exposed. So it came out today that Amy Coney Barrett sided with the liberal minority in declining and halting Trump's sentencing. Now, Amy Coney Barrett could have just said, hey, we're going to deny this. We're going to stop this sentencing. And they wouldn't have a victory at all, but she sided with them. Now, I anticipate this going to the Supreme Court relatively quickly and it get tossed out and we won't have this problem. But Amy, what in the hell is going on with you, girl? Well, what your problem is, Amy?
This is a Fox News alert. The Supreme Court has just denied President Trump's application to stay or halt his sentencing in that Manhattan case, which will now happen tomorrow. It was a 5-4 decision with Justices Thomas, Alito, Gorsuch, and Kavanaugh dissenting. That means Amy Coney Barrett went with the majority. Jonathan Turley will join us in moments on that. But first, this is a Fox News alert. The Supreme Court has...
And so the question is, what in the Sam hell is wrong with Amy Coney Barrett? It could be a ploy. It could have been, I mean, if they're smart, they could be like, all right, look, I'm going to side with them right, guys. I'm going to side with them right now. When it's coming to Supreme Court, we're going to throw it out. So let me just make it look like, okay, it's fair. But the fact of the matter is, it's BS in the first place. And if that was their calculation, well, Amy Coney Barrett, we're going to go and you're going to side with them for right now, but when it comes into the Supreme Court, we're going to get rid of it. No, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. You should have just shut it down. That's what you was put there for. Shut it down and then shut it down again. So I don't like this, what Amy Coney Barrett is doing. I'm going to tell you what else. I don't like what Pam Bondi doing either. Pam Bondi running around talking about she's not in the favor of the Second Amendment. Pam, you better sit your behind down somewhere with that foolishness. See, guys, this is where the Trump fandom has to have its limitations. Yeah, everybody like Donald Trump, but see, he gonna have to be held accountable for what his people saying and doing. This is how we got in this problem in the first place. That's how we got Mayorkas and all these bad FBI directors and all these other crazy people. It's because he was appointing people and nobody was holding them accountable. It's like, yeah, Trump won and he put this guy and he put that guy and yeah. Now, we ain't going through that this time. You gonna have to handle business, Donald Trump, and you got to keep your foot on these people next. Amy Coney Barrett need to be called up and be like, what in Sam hell is wrong with you, Amy Coney? Huh? What are you thinking? And that's what it's going to have to be. I'm sorry. We can't be playing these games. We got too much foolishness going on in America to be playing these games. That's just how I feel about it, man. So the Trump sentencing ended up being a whole bunch of nothing. Which everybody knew was a whole bunch of nothing because the case was a whole bunch of nothing. But the thing that came out of it is you're going to have to keep your eye on some of these people, man. That's the most prevalent thing that came out today. Pam Bondi with her foolishness, Amy Coney Barrett with her foolishness. You're going to have to keep an eye on these people. Now, y'all can be Trump sycophants if you want to. Take a foot up your behind. I ain't no sycophant. I'm a supporter. But I ain't crazy to where I'm just going to let you, oh, you Trump, you do anything. No, you need to check your people, man. You needs to check your people starting today, man. They got to get checked. Chin check.